Hi, I'm Zara from World of Animals magazine. Today we're going to be making some bird cakes for you to put up in your garden. You'll notice in issue 23 of World of Animals magazine, our blue tick cover, that we have a great article called Why Do Birds Sing? And this is all about the songbirds of the world. And this demonstration video today will show you how you can prepare some bird feed, put out in the garden and attract those very birds to your garden. Okay, so this is what you're going to need. You'll need a bowl, some plastic glasses or any kind of container that you can put a hole into, some string, some seed mix. You'll see this kind is particularly good because you can see what kind of birds you can attract to the garden. And then here we've got some peanuts and raisins, some scissors, a knife, a wooden spoon for mixing, some lard or suet, and a board to chop on. What you want to do is remove your lard from the refrigerator early on so that it softens. Some people do warm it up, but I haven't had to because it's quite warm outside. You want to cut that lard up in small pieces. And you're going to pour that in. I will pour in my peanuts and raisins. Now, if you're doing this in the summer, then try not to use as many peanuts, but in the winter you can use larger chunks. So you want 1 part fat and 2 parts dry ingredients. Then I'm going to take my spoon and I'm going to sort of mix it. A little bit difficult, sometimes you might have to get your hands in there. So smaller bird seed mix generally attracts birds like house sparrows, but then once you get the bigger chunks in, like peanuts and sunflower seeds, then that attracts birds like the greenfinch and the blue tit, which is on our cover. We are going to add more bird seeds so that we can see less of that fat. I'm going to sprinkle a bit over and then continue mixing, just so that you have more bird seeds showing than fat. When that is nicely mixed in and you've picked everything up into a bit of a ball shape. And now we're going to move on to our plastic cup. Okay, so we are going to take one of our cups. I've taken a bit of tissue there just to be safe. If the kids are doing this, then you want to have either someone helping them or supervising them. You want to put your knife in and just slightly put that through. And then twist around. Make the hole a little bit bigger. It doesn't matter if it's quite big. Okay, so you want to take your string to cut. Make sure it's long enough because you're going to be hanging it from a tree. Cut string. And then we're going to take it and pop it through the glass. And then tie a knot at the bottom. Might want to double knot it. Basically, you don't want it coming back through. So double knot, make sure it doesn't come back through. And then you might want to get someone to help you with this, but try keep the string up in the center of the glass. It doesn't have to be if you're doing it by yourself like I am. Then we'll take some of our bird mixture. So this generally tends to make 2, the amount I've done. It depends how much you've made. Put the bird mixture in. Again, try keep the string to the middle and push it down and get a little bit more because you want it to go right to the top of your cup. And then just make sure it's nicely pressed in there. Once that's all packed in there, it's ready to go into the fridge for about an hour. So after the hour's up, you should have something like this when you go to your fridge. Now you'll see it doesn't pull out very easily. So we are actually going to take a knife and cut around gently and then pull it up a little bit. Once you can see it's come out, what you're going to have to do is take the string from the bottom and pull it all the way up. Make sure you put another knot on the opposite end. Make sure it's big, so maybe a double knot. And then pull that through. Make sure it's going to hold. And tip it over. And that should come out. You might have to play around with it a little bit. So you want to cut at the top. Basically, there's your bird feed. So you can now take that and knot it around a branch in your garden, and you have a bird feeder. Take it outside, go to your garden, maybe count how many birds you can see, how many different species there are in the garden. And if you want any more fun facts about birds or any other kind of animal, go to www.animalanswers.co.uk. Enjoy!